The day I knew it came true because I was on Bing, you know, that search engine nobody uses. I was on Bing, open it up, those colored houses I told you about, they were on there, and I knew it was that. I was like, oh my goodness, it's starting to happen. I'm a little not scared, but you know, it's not comforting. Let's see. Oh, for 2 nights in a row, I had these dreams where it's pitch black and I was getting chased by people in the streets everywhere. People were just chasing me, trying to kill me, and I had to hide in rooms and hide in this and hide in that, and it was recent. Like I knew it was coming soon. Oh, you can go, I won't tell it because it'll take a lot of time, but there's another video I did in here, and it tells you about the dream when I feel like I really became a Christian. And that dream could be taken as, it could be taken as like the future, what they're going to do to me and torture me, but I lived through it. Or it could be taken as like I was actually in hell, and these Jewish soldiers basically were slitting people's throats, but they didn't kill me. So maybe I feel like my soul was released from sin that day. I know that it was released from sin that day, so maybe it had a dual meaning, but I'm not really positive on that one. Oh, this is a very vivid one, and it's pretty prophetic. I don't know if you've seen what's going on in the Vatican right now, where they have massive flooding, but I've never seen this before, but they've created fake walkways that are like 3 feet up, and they're just like piers that are like quick piers they just built so people could get, you know, to where they gotta go. Temporary piers. Never saw them before until a couple weeks ago. But I had a dream that I was in a cave, and kind of like in the Count of Monte Cristo type of cave, and I was inside of it, and I was kayaking or canoeing out of the cave, and it was like nighttime, and I could see the moonlight in the distance through the cave. And then I look to my right, and there's a giant steel door, like a door to a furnace, and it's open, and there's these people just like, they were still, and then as soon as I got near it, they animated and were like, no, and they were like grasping to get out, and they had big faces, like big heads and stuff, but they like sucked back into the furnace, and the door slammed shut when I went past it. And I knew that like all those people were all the people that went to hell when this flood comes. I just knew it. And come out of the cave, and I just all of a sudden was on the pier. Like it just went to the next scene, and I was on the pier, and I was like helping like a woman and her son, little baby son, and then I went to one pier over, and there was a gun on the ground, and I picked it up, and I was gonna help like fight or something, but then I didn't have to, and then all of a sudden I was in a long doorway, like a long hallway with all doors, and I walked past all the doors and went to the end door, and that was it. And I kind of knew like that was when I went to heaven or something. And it just happened to me the other day that I was driving down the highway, and I asked God, what do you want me to do, God? And all of a sudden it was like lit up. It was dark out, and I was driving home, and it was just lit up, this huge billboard, and it just said finish on it. And I was like, oh my goodness, you just answered my prayer within like 0.1 second. And that happens to me all the time. Like I said to God, I was like, God, how can you know like what I'm doing all the time? How can you know where I am all the time and what I'm going through and all that? I look to my right, and he tells me when to look. Like I see stuff all the time because I'm on the road 8 hours a day sometimes. And I looked to the right, and the license plate said 527 MAN, man, and that's my birthday. Like the second I said it, I looked, and it was there. It happens to me all the time. You can go back to my other video. I tell about that, but like how God shows me stuff and signs and why and whatnot, like physical signs. But where I live is near like the Merrimack River, and the main town is Nashua. It, like if you look at a map from Google Earth, Nashua, New Hampshire, it goes right out to the ocean through the Merrimack. And I saw it. It was sunk. It was all underwater. The ocean water backs it up, and it just fills the river and floods everything, like higher than the trees. So if you live less than 600 feet, I'd suggest getting to higher ground as soon as possible. Oh, yeah, when all this started happening, Jesus told me to read the story of Joseph. We need to start storing food and preparing for a massive famine, because it's coming. I had a dream that I was in my sunroom after it burnt down. I think it was after it burnt down, but Obama was on the stairs, like in front of me. I was sitting on the top of my stairs, and he was floating right in front of me, like eye level. And he was laughing at me, and I looked down, and I could see me and my wife. Even though I was here, I was looking down at me and my wife, and we were running around like rats in a maze. And he was just laughing like, ha 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 ha, like that. And I looked at him, and I took like this golden disc, like it was just next to me. I took the golden disc and I threw it at him. And when I threw it at him, I noticed that his head wasn't real. Right here at the neck, it was a Barbie head. His head is fake. And I know there's like things out there that talk about, you know, the beast's head was wounded and it was replaced, and I know that people say that that's really like the Twin Towers falling and whatnot, but a lot of messages can have dual meanings. So I don't know if that means that maybe he was like an ancient pharaoh that had his head chopped off and then they reattached it somehow, because they can do some crazy stuff with genetics right now that we don't know about. Like I've heard they have like half machine, half humans, that biological stuff like in the ground at Area 51, and I'm not even a conspiracy theorist on that level. Like, I mean, you could say that I am, but I'm not. I'm a realist. You know, I see some crazy stuff out here during the day, man. I see people like having demonic attacks right in front of me, like whenever I'm coming near them. I have people like staring me dead in the face, like dead in the face. And it only started happening since I really became a Christian and I stopped like sinning. They look at me like I'll come around a corner and they'll just be like, boom, like old ladies. And I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. You ever go to a Catholic church and you like, I haven't really, but I mean, I've seen, you know, in my lifetime, I've probably been to one or two. You know, there's like people that are dressed up in their like little fur coats and they're like, go to their Catholic church and they're, you know, whatever. Those are mostly the people that do it. Like the old people that like just, you know, are like look down on you because you're not like a perfect Catholic or whatever. Self-righteous people. I'm not kidding, lately, they're like around me and they just go boom, like that. Like they look me dead in the face and they just like walk so fast away from me. This is the weirdest thing. I can see like in the spirit realm, like people like going away from me because they're afraid of me. And I'm a pretty big dude too, but it's not that, trust me, because I'm not that intimidating. Hold on, I think we got. Oh, after I got saved, like for real, I had a dream and I was like flying. I could fly around. My spirit was flying everywhere. I could fly around, like go up on a roof that same night. I knew when it was. It was like right after that dream when I got killed by the Jewish soldiers. I mean, when I almost got killed by the Jewish soldiers in the dungeon underground. After that, the next night's dream was me floating and flying around. My spirit was free. That's kind of why I thought that it was the dream about my soul being saved from hell. I don't know if that's what it was, but, you know, me flying around, never had a dream like that. I was literally flying. I could just pick up, walk, jump on a fence and be off and just flying around and seeing things in the spirit realm. It was amazing. And I'm pretty sure that's the gist of most of the dreams that I've had. There's a lot more, but they're not as vivid. These were the most vivid ones. So I hope that might have helped somebody who may have had similar dreams, and if I have more, I'll share them too. Lately, my dreams have been they only just started coming back recently. I didn't have any for like 6 months, but lately they've been really dark. Like, I've been attacked by demons a lot since I stopped doing bad things, and they're all in the ways of the things that I quit. They're all like hard, you know, things to bear. So I pray for you, and I hope you might pray for me. And I'll definitely do another video if anything more comes up. But God bless you all, and I hope you have a great day.